Right into 2025, and we already have a jackpot winner. $1.22 billion won through a Mega Millions ticket in California. This makes this person not just the first billionaire of this year, but also the 7th biggest Mega Millions winner in history. But this is not the only lucky person in the world. Over the years, plenty of people have hit the jackpot when they least expected it. So where are they now? How did they even react to such unbelievable news? Let's start with the first billionaire of 2025. Number 10, the first billionaire of 2025, $1.22 billion. A Mega Millions ticket worth $1.22 billion was sold in Northern California after 3 months of continuous draws. This made it one of the largest jackpots in history. But the interesting part is that the winner has not come forward yet. The ticket was sold at a Circle K store in Cottonwood, which is a small town that just became a lot more famous. This was the only winning ticket in the entire country, meaning that someone out there is now a billionaire. The winning numbers are 3, 7, 37, 49, 55, and Mega Ball 6. If those numbers look familiar, well, you might want to double-check your ticket. Whoever won now has a big decision to make. They can either take a lump sum payout of around $549.7 million before taxes, or choose the full $1.22 billion spread out over 30 years. Most jackpot winners go for the lump sum, but until this person steps forward, no one knows what they'll decide. It was not just the jackpot that made the people richer. 2 other tickets in California matched 5 numbers and won $787,543 each. One of these was sold in Roseville and another in San Bernardino. Across the country, there were millions of other winners, with over 5.6 million tickets winning some kind of prize in this drawing. But right now, the biggest question is about the mystery billionaire. Will they go public? Will they stay anonymous? And most importantly, when will they come forward to claim their life-changing prize? We don't know for sure because winners have at least a year to claim their prize before their ticket expires. This is the reason this next winner was able to claim his $1 billion 6 months after winning. Number 9, the lucky New Jersey resident, $1.13 billion. This lottery draw happened last March. It was a New Jersey resident who won the $1.13 billion Mega Millions jackpot. But unlike most winners who claim their prize quickly, this person waited 6 months before coming forward. It was only in the last week of December that the state lottery officials finally confirmed that the jackpot had been claimed. The winning ticket was sold at a ShopRite liquor store in Neptune Township. It was the only ticket nationwide that matched all 6 numbers, making it the 5th largest Mega Millions prize in history. When the winner finally stepped up, they chose the lump sum payout of $537.5 million before taxes. Now, the interesting thing is that in New Jersey, lottery winners were not always allowed to stay anonymous. Before 2020, anyone who won big had to go public. That meant press conferences, media attention, and often a lot of unwanted requests for money. But after a state law changed, jackpot winners can now keep their identity private, and this winner did exactly that. There's another reason some winners take months to claim their prize. With a 1-year deadline, many use that time to hire financial advisors, set up trusts, and make plans before their name is linked to such a massive fortune. It is a life-changing amount of money, and careful planning is important here. So while we know someone in New Jersey is now hundreds of millions of dollars richer, we will never know who they are. They have claimed their prize and disappeared from the public eye exactly as they wanted. Well, this lucky winner was given the choice to stay anonymous. This next person had to reveal his identity and share his prize. Number 8, Laos-born Mr. Saifan, $1.33 billion. We are talking about a 46-year-old immigrant from Laos who has been battling cancer for the past 8 years, and last year he won $1.3 billion in the April 7th Powerball draw. This was the 4th largest jackpot in Powerball history. But the problem was Saifan bought the winning ticket in Portland, Oregon, which means he could not stay anonymous. Oregon laws bind you to reveal your identity to the public if you win a lottery. Saifan was not a lone winner though. He had bought the ticket along with his wife and a friend. They teamed up and purchased over 20 tickets for that draw, hoping for a lucky break, and they got it. The numbers that changed their lives were 22, 27, 44, 52, 69, and the Powerball 9. Instead of taking the full amount in installments over 30 years, Saifan chose the lump sum payout, which came out to $422 million after taxes. He split the winnings equally with his wife and their friend. meaning each of them walked away with a massive fortune. For Safon, this win meant so much more than just a pile of cash. Winning this massive amount meant he could now secure his family's future and get the best medical care possible. He spoke about praying for help, and now he plans to buy a dream home and keep playing Powerball, hoping for another stroke of luck. Next, we have two winners who won a similar amount, but they never revealed their identity. Number 7. Anonymous from Illinois, $1.34 billion. Back in July 2022, a single ticket sold at a Speedway gas station in Des Plaines, Illinois, matched all 6 numbers. This made it the third largest lottery prize in U.S. history. But instead of stepping into the spotlight and publicly announcing their win, the winners stayed quiet for weeks. When they finally came forward, they chose to keep their identities private, which Illinois law allows for prizes over $250,000. These two were not just lucky, they were clever. So they came prepared. Before they even won, they had agreed to split the prize if one of their tickets hit the jackpot. And when it did, they claimed it together. They also made another smart decision, to take the lump sum payout instead of the full amount spread over 30 years. That meant they walked away with $780.5 million before taxes, which is still an unbelievable fortune. Illinois winners have 1 year to claim their prize, but taking time is common. Big jackpot winners usually spend months working with financial advisors, estate planners, and lawyers before claiming their money. Winning $1 billion sounds amazing, but managing that kind of wealth is an entirely different challenge. The interesting thing about this particular jackpot is that it had been growing for months, rolling over 29 times before finally being won. Millions of people had been buying tickets, hoping to be the lucky one. And in the end, 2 people did exactly that. Thanks to Illinois' anonymity laws, they get to enjoy their winnings without public attention, making them 2 of the most fortunate and private billionaires in lottery history. After Illinois, let's move to Maine to look at our next billionaire. Number 6. A Maine resident, $1.35 billion. Maine is not exactly known for billionaires, but in January 2023, that changed overnight. Someone in this quiet state just became $1.35 billion richer thanks to a Mega Millions ticket bought at a small-town gas station. The winning ticket was sold at Hometown Gas and Grill in Lebanon, Maine. It was a regular day, a routine stop, and just like that, one ticket, one set of numbers, suddenly gave the town the third largest jackpot in Mega Millions history. But the interesting thing is no one knows who they are. Instead of revealing their identity, this person claimed their prize through an LLC called Lacoma Island Investments. They opted for the lump sum payout, which means instead of waiting 30 years for the full amount, they took $723.5 million up front before taxes. Sure, it's less, but that's still a ridiculous amount of money, so this option is justified. Meanwhile, the gas station's owner, Fred Cotreau, got a nice surprise too. He received a $50,000 bonus for selling the winning ticket. Instead of keeping it all, he split half with his employees. As for the winner, there was no known flashy spending, no big headlines, just complete silence. They have vanished, living their best and very rich life in secret. And that might be the best way to win the lottery. Maybe this winner took notes from another player who won 1,000 miles away 4 years earlier. Number 5. A Simpsonville resident, $1.54 billion. In October 2018, someone in Simpsonville, South Carolina woke up to a $1.54 billion surprise. It was the biggest single-ticket Mega Millions win ever at the time. But instead of rushing to claim their prize, they did something unexpected. They did nothing. For months, the jackpot sat unclaimed, and people kept speculating about the winner. Many thought the winner had lost their ticket. Many thought maybe the winner had not even realized that they had won. Some believed the winner was just taking time to plan for the future. Turns out, it was the last one. The winner was very smart about it. After 6 months, just before the deadline, the mystery winner finally came forward, but on their own terms. Thanks to South Carolina's anonymity laws, they didn't have to reveal their identity. There was no press conference, no cameras, no interviews, just a quiet legal process, and suddenly they were hundreds of millions richer. They chose the lump sum payout, walking away with $878 million before taxes. Sure, it's less than the full amount over 30 years, but it's still more money than most people could ever dream of. Meanwhile, South Carolina collected $61 million in state taxes, and the lucky gas station owner, CJ Patel, received a $50,000 bonus for selling the ticket. Where is the winner now? No one knows. We don't know, but wherever they are, they might be sipping cocktails on a private island, living their best life in total secrecy. Maybe the winner does not like sharing his money, or maybe they hate being in the spotlight, just like this next winner from Florida. Number 4. Anonymous owner of Saltines Holdings LLC, $1.58 billion. We're talking about the $1.58 billion winner from Neptune Beach, Florida. Instead of making their win public, they claimed their prize through Saltines Holdings LLC and managed to keep their identity hidden. How exactly? Let's see. The winning ticket was a quick pick, bought at a Publix supermarket on Atlantic Boulevard. That one lucky slip of paper turned into $794.2 million in cash after choosing the lump sum payout. Of course, that's before taxes because the government never misses its cut. Now, Florida law does not allow full anonymity for winners, but there is a loophole. By claiming the prize through an LLC, this person avoided having their name plastered all over the news. It was a smart move, no doubt. With this kind of money, staying out of the public eye was probably the best decision they could have made. Meanwhile, the Publix that sold the golden ticket got a $100,000 bonus commission, and Florida's education system saw a $73.4 million boost from the lottery funds. So, not bad for a single ticket purchase. Whoever owns Saltines Holdings LLC is now one of the richest people in the world and enjoying their life far from the public eye, maybe keeping all the winnings to themselves. But this is not the case with the next winners on our list, because the next jackpot was claimed by not one, but 3 winners. Number 3. 3 lucky winners, $1.59 billion. Back in January 2016, the biggest Powerball jackpot ever was won, which was $1.59 billion. But instead of one winner, there were 3. Each ticket holder had to split the prize. But do you think it was a problem? Obviously not. They each received $528 million before taxes, which is still a huge amount. First, we had John and Lisa Robinson from Munford, Tennessee. They didn't wait. Before even claiming their money, they went straight to the Today Show to tell the world. They took the lump sum and said they planned to stay in their same house and keep life normal. Well, we highly doubt that because it is pretty much unlikely to win that much money and stay the same. Next was Maureen Smith from Melbourne Beach, Florida. She played the same lottery numbers for years, and this time they finally hit. She also took the lump sum, but unlike the Robinsons, she disappeared from the public eye. She appeared in no interviews and no TV shows. She just took the money and disappeared from the public eye. Then there were Marvin and May Acosta from Chino Hills, California. They did something different. Instead of rushing to claim their prize, they waited months. They tried to get as much financial and legal advice as they could before stepping forward. And when they did, they announced they would donate a big portion to charity. In short, we saw 3 winners and 3 different reactions. One went public, one stayed quiet, and one planned carefully. But they all woke up one day and found themselves instantly rich, just like this next lucky winner and his 13 friends. Number 2. Theodorus Strike and his friends, $1.765 billion. This happened back in October 2023. A Powerball jackpot worth $1.765 billion changed lives forever. The lucky ticket was bought at Midway Market and Liquor in Fraser Park, California, which is a tiny mountain town where big wins don't usually happen. But this time, it did. The winner was Theodorus Theo Struck, a 65-year-old retiree, but he was not alone. He was part of a group of 14 people who agreed to split the massive prize. It was a smart move, really. Winning alone can bring a lot of unwanted attention, and these winners knew what they were doing. They took the lump sum payout, which meant they walked away with $774.1 million before taxes. California does not tax lottery winnings, but the IRS sure does, bringing the final amount closer to $588 million, which is still an insane amount of money. But this is where things get interesting. Instead of flaunting his fortune, Theo kept things low-key. It was just that his neighbors noticed new no trespassing signs on his property, which is not surprising when you suddenly become a billionaire. And then, instead of buying a fleet of luxury cars, he was spotted driving a GMC Sierra AT4X, which is a nice truck, but nothing over the top. Meanwhile, the Midway Market and Liquor that sold the ticket got a $1 million bonus, and the win contributed $119.5 million to the California public schools. It was a win for more than just the lucky 14. While Theo and his friends chose to stay private, this next lottery winner took a completely different path. Number 1. Edwin Castro, $2.04 billion. In November 2022, a single Powerball ticket sold in Altadena, California, won an astonishing $2.04 billion. It is still the largest lottery jackpot in history. The winner was Edwin Castro, who stepped forward publicly and wasted no time making the most of his new fortune. Instead of keeping a low profile, Edwin quickly claimed the lump sum payout of $997.6 million before taxes and immediately started investing in high-end real estate. Within months, he purchased a $25.5 million mansion in the Hollywood Hills, complete with an infinity pool, game room, and panoramic view of Los Angeles. He also bought a $4 million home in Altadena, reportedly for his parents. After that, he added a $3.8 million beachfront property in Malibu to his collection. Just months after claiming his jackpot, a man named Jose Rivera came forward with a shocking claim. He said that it was he who was the real winner of the jackpot and not Castro. According to Rivera, his winning ticket was stolen by his former landlord, Irachi Reggie Romero, and somehow ended up in Castro's hands. Rivera insisted he bought the ticket at Joe's Service Center in Altadena, which coincidentally is the exact spot where the real winning ticket was sold. Of course, the California Lottery did not believe him. Officials stood by their vetting process, saying that they thoroughly verified Castro as the rightful winner before handing over the check. But Rivera was not backing down. He filed a lawsuit demanding the winnings. For months, the case dragged on, raising many rumors and speculation. Finally, in October 2024, a Los Angeles County judge dismissed the case, saying Rivera had no actual evidence. After all, the ticket was in Castro's name, and Rivera never had it in his possession. But this was not the only trouble Castro faced. In January 2025, a massive wildfire swept through Los Angeles' Palisades area, destroying thousands of homes. This includes Edwin's Malibu property. One moment, it was a $3.8 million beachside retreat. The next, it was gone. Despite the court case and the unexpected loss of his Malibu home, Edwin Castro is still one of the richest lottery winners in history. Whether he keeps a low profile moving forward or continues making headlines, one thing is for sure: his life will never be the same. These were some of the luckiest and smartest lottery winners of all time who made the most of their fortunes. But not all winners have the same happy ending. Some walked away with millions and still ended up broke within 5 years of their massive win. How does that happen? How could they even spend all their fortune so quickly?